I go first. Again. It is myself, the Rexy Porsche, Lucas, Ash, Jeff, Squid, Evo, Caleb, Pat, and Austin. We'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in the GT here, which is kind of odd. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what kind of benchmark it sets. Wasn't great. I don't think I hit a single apex, but oh well. Thought that was enough brake. Didn't really feel like it was. A 522. If we're running that slow, something's gone horribly wrong. Get back on the track before we can get back on the gas. It's going to be a self-policing thing. The GTs really like to plow through that corner. Well, yeah, but even then, I was just over 4 minutes. Even on my slower laps. .521. 1 second better. Even with a spin, that'd be a hard time to achieve. Well, this is going to be a fun race come Saturday for sure. We've done 3 of these now. But just Sunrise at Le Mans is just going to hit different, you know? Well, no problems as of yet. A little deep there, but we're okay. And by the way, when I say self-policing on the track limits, I mean where the game would penalize me if I did go wide or go deep or something like that. You pretty much go anywhere here at Le Mans. It really doesn't matter too much, but there is some runoff area that the game will penalize you for using. Whoa! What a catch that was. I'm certainly not expecting this to be fast. I just didn't have any grip. I didn't even brake. I just got off the gas. It really... Uh-oh. It really doesn't like being off throttle, so my GT is really aiming for last place here. I tried to make up something that didn't work. Oh, yeah. Well, a terrible benchmark indeed. Coming across the line with a 405.568 for the Ford GT. Obviously, not what we were aiming for, but I guess if anyone has to suffer by going out first, I guess I'm glad that it's my car that I never drive. So, not looking very good for the Ford GT. 405.568. Let's see if we can suck a little less ass. Yeah, it was popcorn oil, not motor oil. Little off track. No big deal. Well, not off track there, though. That's an improvement. With how many long straights there are, Lamont, it'll be important to notice just how much top speed these cars are going to get down some of these longer straights. Certainly going to be the difference today. Spood counts. I've heard that. When trying to go fast, have you tried just going fast? Fraction early on the accelerator there. I don't think we paid that much of a price for it. Required a little bit of a lift just to not hop a curb. Got a little bit loose on that curb there. Certainly nowhere near as bad as what I did in the GT in qualifying attempt number 1. Pretty much anything under 4 minutes, I think, is going to give a run at pole, but we will see. Tiny bit into the gravel there. A 4:05 was not a good time. No. No, even in testing, I think the worst performing cars were running 4:01s. A little bit wide there, but oh well. Well, we might get our first under 4 minutes. Let's see. No, 4 minutes, .1 for the Porsche 911. But it's good to know that I'm not complete ass. That was overall not so bad. Couple of mistakes where we definitely could have gotten that below 4 minutes. But no pole is not guaranteed. Who knows because time of day it really does affect test sessions here. So it could get colder. It could get more grippy out there. We'll see as this session goes along. But 4 minutes, .115 for the Porsche 911. Lucas, your Nürburgring winner, up next, so maybe expect something fast here. Let's see. This car does handle like a boat at times, so gonna be interesting. Well, that was fun. Remember when I said that this wasn't going to be very eventful? Don't touch grass, kids. Of the very few places here at Le Mans where grass is, is actually in play, we found a way to find it. But if this car still has the speed that it did at the ring, it might get pole anyway. See, if we're clean the rest of the way with the Lambo, it may be all right. Who knows? It didn't get loose off the curb there, so that's already an improvement over our previous lap. And no gravel there. Well, Lucas may still have a shot, depending on just how much time we did lose in the grass. A 4 minute 1 second, or 4 minutes point 1 to beat. I think it might be close. I think it's got a chance. To the line for the Lambo. 158.8. It's got more than a chance. In the grass and everything. The Hooters Lamborghini to the top of the board. That's just how fast this car is. It's a little bit dangerous right now. But it hasn't put together the qualifying effort as well as the race effort. That's kind of how we've been judging the decisions, but just cars that are OP in both as to which cars to nerf. Not right now for the Lambo. If it wins this race, we may have to tune it down a little bit, but for the moment, it is your provisional pole sitter with a 3 minute, 58.8 second lap. let's see what the Audi can do. I know, I was a little sad that the Barks car only got one race. I like that scheme a lot. But it could be worse. Down into the first chicane. Feeling good so far. Yeah, it's a pretty mean looking car. I'll give it that. Although Bucked Up Energy does give off a little Rich Energy vibes, just from the deer logo. Right, is this Discount ZZ Top Guy's second attempt at a fake energy drink? Although I feel like I've at least seen Bucked Up. Although, to be fair, I saw Rich Energy as well. Like, not in stores in America, but I bought it off of eBay. I think I paid like $20 for 2 cans of Rich Energy, which is absolutely stupid. And I'm still not convinced, after drinking both of those, that it's not recanned Red Bull. Well, the Audi, mistake-free so far. If it's got the speed in it, this could be a potential pole lap. I think this is another one where it's going to be pretty close. Although it wasn't close last time I said that. Not a great final turn. Let's see if that costs us. Coming to the line. 858.6. I think Lucas ran an 858.8. So, provisional pole for the Audi, which would be its first if it can hang on to this. Nice qualifying effort. And like I said, anything under 4 minutes, I feel like you got a shot. So let's take a look at what the Audi did in a pretty clean lap up until about the last corner. Jeff's Ferrari, which has never been much of a qualifier, yet it is a race winner. Back in February at Bathurst. Out to qualify the 5th of 10 GT cars to hit the track today. A little bouncy over the curb. Not ideal. And a little slide, and we push past the white line there, lifted it to get back on. Well, we'll see what the Ferrari has. $166 miles an hour, still climbing, feels fast. Tiniest bit wide, pushing out of the first chicane. Now on to the second straight. These have names, I don't know what they are. Feeling like it could challenge for the moment. Slight contact with a bollard. Oh well. If bollards weren't meant to be hit, they wouldn't make them as bendy as they are. That'd certainly be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Although I did have that happen to me once at Spa. I hit one of the bollards, I don't remember where. But I hit a bollard and my car launched up in the air in this game. Not looking like it's gonna be a top time. I've been looking at the timer pretty much right when I get out of that corner there. Coming to the line for the Ferrari, 359.5. So currently good for third. For the Scotiabank, Ferrari 458 Italia. One of its better qualifying efforts, at least to this point. Still half the field to go. We'll see how it shapes out, but it's not slowest, and oftentimes it feels like it's been slowest. Or at least should be slowest. right, Squid and the Monster Energy Supra. Up next. Great start. Sideways before the lap even starts. Gonna run through about 5 cars in an hour's time, so maybe we do prototypes today. Not terrible. Little lift there just to keep the car on the track. We're surviving right now for Squid, who's had a lot of success in our racing content as of late. Second in Mazdas at the Indy Oval. Won the AI Indianapolis 500. And damn near ran me down a couple of weeks ago at the Nürburgring. Although Jeff was really primarily the one running us down. Feels like it's only a matter of time before that Toyota and that Peugeot win a race. Just feel it trying to get a little bit loose. Quite the change from June 1st at the Nürburgring, a bumpy, long circuit. Now we just have a long, but mostly smooth circuit for this weekend's race. And a little bit of a prolonged lift there. Car didn't want to turn. Probably overcooked it a little bit. We're alive for now. Not sure if it's got a chance, but we shall see. Nope, I think it's right kind of in line with what Jeff was doing. Yep. Might even be just a touch worse. We will see. 3:59.988, so it does break the 4-minute barrier. But I do believe that puts it... where does that put it? I don't even know. All I know is that it's not pole for the Monster Energy Supra. Gonna be somewhere mid-pack. It does appear mid to late pack. Who knows? But it won't be last. Let's take a look at the Supra's lap now. Time for your two-time defending pole sitter in the number 99 Subaru. Bathurst and the Nürburgring. It was the fastest of the GTs. Can it do it 3 times in a row? It's going to run out of space for pole award stickers at this rate. A little wide, which required a tiny lift to get back on track. Let's see what it's reaching top speed-wise down the straight, already at 162 miles an hour, still climbing. It's gonna touch 170 and beyond. Feels fairly good. By the way, to address that, hot take, Cops had the best TV theme song. I don't know. It's got to be up there. I feel like everyone knows that, but I don't know about the best ever. Pretty moment-free thus far for the Subi. Remember, it's a 358.6 to beat. Three minutes now. It's got a chance. Oh God, it's gonna clear it. This car is a qualifying monster. 357.9. And very much in the running for its third straight pole in the GTs. What happens when this thing gets into a race? I have no idea. But it's fast when I got my hands on it, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the lap that is currently holding provisional pole. 3 cars left to go. There's a look at the order as things stand. It's the Subaru of Evo, Ash in the Audi, Lucas in the Lamborghini. That's your top 3. So now we move on to the Ford Mustang. Which is not my favorite car to drive. You saw a fraction of why that might be just there. It can be a little tail happy at times. This car has just kind of tried to work its way back ever since being nerfed post-Daytona, where it won pole and then the race. I did see the JT Realmuto news, yes, out about a month with knee surgery. And then, there's also what? Kristaps Porzingis has some sort of rare injury right now too, which is interesting. Bad timing. Mustang down the first straight. 170. 171. Big slide there. Maybe got into it a little bit too early. But again, I'm not really sure what you need to do in-game to get a penalty there. So I'm not really worried about that. Mainly that last corner right before that first straight that the game really doesn't like. A little bit wide and what felt a little slow for the Mustang out of the second chicane. Trying to find its past glory. Caleb's had a good season on racing game stuff as well. Mazda winner at the Daytona Oval. Michigan State Cars just owned Daytona back in February. It's a rare time. I wasn't actually down on the curb there. See if it's got a chance. 3-minute mark right as we cross underneath the Porsche sign. Come on. No. It's not going to have enough for pole. Evo's time going to be safe again, but it might join the mix for a top 3 spot. Not sure. Coming to the line. Nope. It's actually going to be over 4 minutes. 4 minutes 2. Ouch. Well, so the Mustang has improved. It's beaten the Porsche, which is not saying much given how early it went out. But it does. Actually, no, it didn't beat the Porsche. The Porsche ran a 4-minute 1. Correct. So, second to last for the Mustang. Maybe it didn't improve at all. Oh, more changes need to be made to this one to get it competitive again. But let's take a look at how we got here. Pat's Corvette that had a miserable race at the Nürburgring, and I don't really know why. Out second to last here at the Circuit de la Sarthe, just ahead of our 2-hour race at Le Mans. And the Corvette's gonna plow through the first corner. Okay. Didn't feel like I braked late. See as this lap goes along. Just over the white line. And on to the straight. But we saw Evo's car well into the 170s. Where does the Corvette get to? Climbing steadily. 171. Faster top speed than the Mustang, but that's not saying a whole lot. And it doesn't feel like it gets through corners super great, so might not be a great performance for the Corvette. But we shall see. And then we got the McLaren that's never been much of a qualifier after this. To be fair, the McLaren really hasn't been much of anything. I don't think at any point this year has the McLaren GT3 really been a threat to anybody. It's found a way in some races to come up with some decent finishing positions, but in qualifying especially, no. .216 split there. What we could do actually is save the I totally forgot that you could even do this. You could save your best lap replay and then load it in as, at least for an interval, I do believe. I don't want to ghost out here, but an interval would be a little bit nice. All right. To the Porsche bridge, or the Porsche sign, rather. 301. It's pretty much right in line with the Mustang. Finishes strong. It could break 4 minutes. And remember, there's a 3-minute, 59-second .988 out there. That may have cost it. We will see. I was too far in on the curb, and then the curb ended and touched grass. Coming to the line for the Corvette. Salvages it a little bit. A 359.4, so mid-pack. Better than I would have expected, and after what it did at the Nürburgring, that's a fairly solid effort. So we'll see where it places in the final standings. One car left to go. It's the McLaren, and the Subaru is looking pretty good for its third straight pole. The McLaren out. And it is the last chance for any of these cars to ruin the Subaru's 3 straight pole award run. McLaren's never been the fastest qualifier, so we'll see if it can do anything. Felt mostly good. Car's grippy. What are we looking at for a top speed down the back? Right now, not looking very good at all. It's going to need to hope that it can make up time in the corners. However, 170, 171. Touched 172 before we had to get on the brakes. So right in that Corvette Mustang range. But I do think this corner's better than either of those cars. Went a little deep. That's not going to help matters. I got early on the brakes and actually coasted for a little bit. And didn't get back on the brakes in time to actually slow it down enough. So it's not looking good for the McLaren, but who knows? To the Porsche sign, it's right at that 301 mark. Same as the Vette, same as the Mustang. That ain't gonna help either. Well, I think it's safe to say it's official. The Subaru will win its 3rd consecutive pole. Now, can it put it together in the race? Who knows? The McLaren to the line. Its final time, a 3:59.943. So it beat somebody. I can't remember who ran the 3:59.988. But that is indeed official. Evo will lead the GTs to green for the 3rd consecutive race. And now we are going to move on to prototype qualifying here in a moment. So GT qualifying over and done with. Evo for the third consecutive race. Winning pole in the Subaru. Can this car actually race? Doesn't appear so. So, who the hell knows what we're going to get come Saturday. Ashmouth, I do believe her best GT qualifying performance of the year. The Audi finishes in second place. But a good chunk behind. I mean, that's just how much better the Subaru is in single car qualifying. And you get into the race and just shits the bed. Lamborghini for Lucas is third. Pat's Corvette actually fourth. That's a bit surprising. I didn't realize how just how tight everything was here. That's a phenomenal qualifying effort, and I didn't even realize it. Jeff's Ferrari in fifth. Austin's McLaren actually does finish sixth. Squid's Supra, the last car, under 4 minutes, and that was the car that was just barely there, the 3:59.988. The Porsche at a 4-minute 1. The Mustang a 4-minute 2, and then there's myself at a 4-minute 5-second lap, first out. I should just pull my car out of the race and put a Garage 56 car in here. Just come up with something stupid. Ooh, Evo out first, then Ash. Pat, Austin, myself, Jeff, Squid, Caleb, Lucas, and the Nürburgring pole sitter, the less oil Toyota, goes out last. Oh boy. Well, your pole sitter in GT is first out for prototypes. Evo's Audi, and the cars like this, some of the older prototypes actually had a good qualifying at the Nürburgring. We'll see if that's the case here at Le Mans as well. Obviously, the adjustment of going to these much faster cars, you don't want to be going out first. Already way faster than the Subaru went. 179 miles an hour down the first straight here at Le Mans. Battery dead. That'll happen in everything but the newer Toyotas. They just run through their batteries so quickly. They do give you a little boost out of the corner after a heavy braking zone. Just doesn't last very long. Which is why if we could put together a couple of clean laps in the Toyota and the Acura, it might actually be fast, but who knows? It's at least been mistake-free so far. That's nice. So an ideal time here, I think, is somewhere around 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And the changes I made after initial practice are untested, so we may get a complete shuffle in the prototype order. Whoa! That was a surprise. Hadn't lost grip any other time throughout the course of this lap of this car. So that'll be a little bit costly. But just so grippy through here. Just rip right through it. Okay, 3 minutes 9 seconds as we touch that curb off exit. That'll be a time I look at throughout the rest of this qualifying. Well, it's right around that window. The Audi to the line, 328.7 to start prototype qualifying. I don't know. That might be tough to beat. Who knows? Car handled pretty well around here. Only lost it a couple times. Lost traction once. But overall, a pretty solid lap for the Audi. So we'll see how it holds up. 1 car down, 9 to go. All right, new scheme on this car as well to match the GT. Get a better look at it when the lap is completed. This car is just the only one of the prototypes you have to drive a little bit differently around here. See what I mean? Feel like I even tried to brake early, it's still not enough. But this thing will have a battery that lasts the entire lap, so it's getting that hybrid boost the entire time. Unlike every other car that we run here today. Late on the brakes, somehow slowed it down for the corner. No real problems there until the exit where we lost rear traction just a little bit as we tried to get back on the throttle. Just know I'm trying my best, all right? This car's a little bit dangerous. Constantly trying to kill me. Now, this was your prototype pole sitter back at Daytona, but hasn't had a clean qualifying lap really since. And you just got to take it so easy on corner exits, because if you get back on the gas too soon before you got your car in the right direction, it will try and spin. But hopefully the speed down the straights makes up for it. We'll see. Tried to turn in too early there. That was almost real bad. Lap about done. Let's see what we can do. Coming to the line. That is going to be a provisional pole, a 327.3 for the Toyota. Which, knowing what we know about this thing, if it's beaten other cars, especially the Audi that had a good qualifying performance at the Nürburgring, this car can be dangerous. We shall see. 327.3 provisional pole for the bucked up Toyota. Bathurst winner. Out on track. Bathurst winner and pole sitter, remember. Just caught a glimpse of that pole award sticker. Had to chase it all the way off the racetrack. Jesus. Well, we'll see what the Porsche can do. It should have speed again. It did get nerfed a little bit after Bathurst. Didn't perform all that well at the ring. Neither of Pat's cars did. That was not very good at all. It didn't feel that way. Thought I was late on the brakes and I wasn't. See how much that costs the Porsche here. No fishtail there, like with the Audi, which could very well be a difference. Certainly take that deep. Wow. All pretty smooth for the Porsche outside of just one corner right now. I think this is another one we can just rip through this end section here. .09. I think it's just a little bit behind the Audi, but maybe with a strong finish. To the line, it's not going to be enough. The Porsche currently last of the three cars that have gone out thus far with a 329.5, but still not really that far off. Or a couple things we could have cleaned up in that lap, but let's go see how we got here. Ash remains your provisional pole sitter in the Toyota. hear it spinning its wheels already. Well, here we go. Nissan Longboy to the track. This ought to be a blast. All well and good so far. Feels like it takes so long to get that grip to actually get some power going when it comes to this car. Thankfully, it's out of battery now, so we don't have to worry about that. But it does regain a little bit after every braking zone. This is going unexpectedly well right now. Somehow save that from overcooking the corner. No idea how. If we get a clean lap in with the Longboy, this could be a pole sitter candidate. That's just a feeling. I don't know if we're on pace to do that. Might be, can't tell. Coming to the line. Nope. 328.2, but that's still a very good time for a car we haven't really been able to set good times with really all year. It's all that Le Mans grinding back when the game came out. And still, every now and then. The Nissan Longboy. Actually decent for once. A surprise. One of these currently sits on provisional pole, but it's a tricky car to get around the track. See if I can do it without mistakes. Not really. Tried to brake on time. Apparently still couldn't. Yeah, not looking very good early. I don't want to be back in the pack with you hooligans. We saw what happened the last time we did that at the Nürburgring. I still blame Pat. I shouldn't be last this week, so that's good. Okay. I don't think I'm going to challenge for Ash's pole, but I suppose there's a chance. You never know. Second time out in this car in this session, so maybe it's better, although the start was worse. It's certainly giving me hope for the race that I'm able to get around here somewhat cleanly in this thing. It is not shortering. Not right now, anyway. I don't think I've got enough. Coming to the line. I don't even know. I don't think it was a 327. I want to say Ash was in the 326 range. 327.4. We'll take a look at the lap and then take a look at the leaderboard. I want to say I'm second or third at the moment, but I could be very much mistaken. We'll see. Oh, save fuel. How much? I don't even think I can do that. I can't do that in time trial. Oh, wow, that was actually a lot closer than I thought. So I just ran the 3:27.4. Ash only ahead by about 1/10 of a second. That was a whole lot closer than I thought it was. The Peugeot out on track, it certainly had a chance to beat me at the Nürburgring. Squid as well. The long boy already went, yes. I somehow survived. Probably the best lap I've ever done in that thing. At any track. And we're sending it in the Peugeot. This car is just a completely different animal than pretty much any of the other ones we drive. Yeah, it was surprisingly decent in the long boy. Also, the fact that I can turn on shortcut penalties for future qualifyings is a massive discovery. Well, the Peugeot's giving it what it's got. This one not, I don't believe it's a hybrid. Might be the only car in the field that isn't. Car has never really been... It's been an alright qualifier, but it's been more of a race threat. I'd expect that to continue. Under the Porsche bridge about... I keep calling it a bridge. It's not a bridge. It's a sign. 239 for the Peugeot. Another one of these cars just goes through here so easily. Ooh, 307. Hold on now. 307 as we touch that curb. Not great through there. Coming to the line. No! Just shy, and I'm not sure if it bumped me. Almost identical times from myself and Jeff's cars. Ash maintains the pole spot, but not by much, and I think I have the edge over the Peugeot by less than 1/10 of a second. I didn't expect anything on that lap. Did not expect that car to be that good. If this car could have gotten around me after I spun on the final lap at the Nürburgring, we'd be looking at a race winner, but this car still no poles, no wins. Feels like it's only a matter of time. When it comes to this Toyota, it's just that I think it's a top speed issue. Because it corners well. It's just one of those older prototypes that do handle just exceptionally well. That was a little bit of a cut, but oh well. Nothing we can do about it now. Only 177 right now. Evo's Subaru almost touched those numbers. Slightly wide. And now on to the straight again. I do believe 4 cars remaining in Le Mans qualifying. A couple of Toyotas, a McLaren, and what's technically an Audi. All safe and under control, as you would expect in this thing. It just has such unbelievable grip. You can just about do whatever the hell you want with it. I have been testing that wall right before the Porsche sign the entire qualifying session, especially with the prototypes. Good Lord, didn't even downshift. Late in on the turn. Yeah, this isn't even gonna be close. Just a lack of top speed for the Toyota. We are looking at our first 3:30 time, 3:30.9 for your runner-up from the Nürburgring. And really, primarily, there wasn't really anything I did wrong, necessarily. Just a lack of top speed. It's damn near running GT speeds down the straight. So adjustments might just be made depending on how the rest of this qualifying session shapes up. But not a good performance from the Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili Toyota. Every single one of the prototypes did get a change in their performance after initial testing. Some was done on stream, some wasn't. We'll see what the McLaren's changes do for its chances to snatch pole away. I think it's got a chance. If the changes that were made just make it more powerful. This car's never really handled bad. It's used up its battery. Top speed's looking all right. If we don't screw up, this might have a chance. It actually does charge up its battery decently well under braking. Gives it a nice boost out of the corner. I don't know. I think this might have a chance. This car has not won pole. It really hasn't won anything. But it was only about a second back of myself for the win at Daytona. Caleb damn near won both classes. But no pole award stickers on this bad guy. How much battery charge it actually does get. It just gives it a nice boost out of every corner with substantial braking. Haven't touched that curb much today. It certainly feels like it's got a chance. Now, I think we're going to have to slow up here. I don't think we're going to be able to just rip through everything. Yeah, a little bit more than some of the other cars. It's not really gonna be, I don't think, a real contender. Especially now. 329.8. That is shocking. It should have been in the 328s, really, before a bad final sector. It just feels so much faster than it. I guess it really is. For the Michigan State McLaren, not going to be a great qualifying effort. We'll see what it does in the race come Saturday. The Hooters. I can't do air quotes right now. Cadillac. That's really an Audi, but for our purposes, it's a Cadillac. The 9th car out of 10 to set its qualifying lap for Saturday at Le Mans. Not sure how I got it slowed down there. No clue. Definitely missed my braking spot. Got a couple of corners. We'll see if it matters. With how tightly packed 4th through 8th is, really 3rd. Nah, the top 3 are in a league of their own. It's like 4 through 8 right now. It's pretty close together. Didn't take a look at the top speed here for Lucas's car. Let's see what we managed to get ourselves to. However, this is actually also naturally aspirated, at least it appears. I don't see the battery meter. But still climbing. That couldn't have been fast. Hooters. Hooters indeed. You know, I've never been to a Hooters. There's not one anywhere close to me. Ooh, tried to kick out a little bit. Not missing much? Oh no. Alright, see how we can handle this bit. Just a small lift and then mostly flat out. 307 when we hit the curb. This could be all right. Could be up there. Coming to the line. This has a chance here. Look at Lucas. No. That is good for 4th. In an ever-crowding 327 bracket. I pushed it so hard there in the last little bit because I knew once I saw 307 when we touched that curb, I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to try and rip it because I know you can in this thing. And it's still not enough, but good for 4th place, 327.5. Let's see the Hooters car rip around Le Mans. This car coming off its first ever pole. What can it do at Le Mans? There goes all that battery charge for a nice boost down the front straight as we are underway. One final threat to Ash for pole at Le Mans. Actually charges up the battery nicely in the corner. Low capacity, but it just powers it. That could have been better. I had to lift 2 separate times to keep it on the track. But top speed continues to climb, 185. It actually just slowed down when it shifted into 6th. That's not ideal. But a good boost out of the first chicane. Either way, we're going to have our first 2-time pole sitter in the prototypes. It's just a matter of who. Didn't get back onto the throttle as soon as I wanted. We'll see. I don't know. The Squid's Toyota didn't give me a lot of hope for this thing. We'll see in about a minute's time. Another one that's just going to require a small lift. As we head through Indy. Not even sure if it did. Oh boy! 306 as we touch the curb. Watch out now. Final corner. Whoa, sideways. Oh no. To the line. It is still good enough for a 326.1. And pole at Le Mans. Last car out, steals pole away. And let's go see how it happened. Man, this car doesn't feel that fast. The McLaren just feels so much faster. I don't know if it's just the violence of the whole thing, but man, out of nowhere, pole award for Le Mans. So this is how the prototypes will go to green at Le Mans. Fucking Les Doyle Toyota, out of nowhere, with a 326.1. Beats the fastest time by over a second. So something's got to happen with that car. We're going to have to bump it down a little bit before the race as well. Same thing, there's going to be some bump ups to some of the slower GTs. I want as close as racing as possible. Because outside of that, I mean, look at this. We got 4 cars 0.2 of a second apart. Got a couple cars in the 28-second bracket. Couple in the 29, and then the Squid's Toyota was just terrible. Whoa! So that is how the prototypes will line up to green this Saturday, 2 hours at Le Mans.